I am the word that purifies, I am the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I am the word that purifies, I am the soul of Ra, the glorious light. I am the word that purifies, I am the soul of Ra, the glorious light. Give thanks and praises to the waters above and the waters below, to the trees, the bees, the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, the lagoons, all the wonderful young, old, to all humanity. We say give thanks, upright movement. We say truth is an experience. Truth is only an experience and not an information. Yeah, give thanks. And to everybody that is here, man, woman, welcome. Once again, my name is Kongo Wattu, your natural healer, the walking encyclopedia, the most esoteric teacher of all times. Remember that every time. Yeah, and then questions and answers. But before that, I'll just talk small about nuts. Nuts. If you move beside me, they be a Kongo Wattu in Katia, Met made in Katia. Every day, people are just asking me that question. So I just want to address that shortly. It's simple, very, very simple. All right. Now, everything is based on science, not dogma. Bibia, Nipeduano, everything is about science. The divine intelligence. If you know, or was no no. And by no mistake, nature did not make mistake. Into no say in Suobi wa ye from HCl, chloride. Right? Hydrochloride. Acids, acid. A very strong acid compared to that of a vulture. Opete. Very strong. Nkranfosa akpanga. Into akpanga on hieroglyphics in the ancient Kemet or Egypt. Akpanga on A, the capital A, on the letter A, because or the first or no. Your stomach acid, and very acidic on the pH scale. The more your stomach acid is very strong, the better you are able to digest foods and not any other foods, but what? Proteins in general. It's simple. Alright, the stomach acid was not made for vegetables. It was not made for herbs. It was made purposely for proteins. Amino acids. All right. Plant, their own is the large intestines, which is called the colon. Hormonal absorption takes place. It must go through what we call fermentation, rotting. Now fermented. Now hormonal. Then the system will absorb what we call fatty acids. Essential fatty acids, but due to evolution, due to the way we have damaged our system for so many years right now we are lacking the bacteria that does that job. Few tribes, like the Kongo tribe, the Twa people, and certain indigenous tribes, up to now, they have those type of bacteria. They break it down, the plant materials into what? Medium chain fatty acids. And interna ujain upon chain, any but because they are able to do what? Ferment it and bring it back again with the microbes. And then they chew together. Into back. Normal we muano into muano na mo dore srade into aboano ni srade a fat sa aboano won't mean survive it enche obewu into wo kraman bi anase wo ejanwa na sa ponchi bi na wo so ofon unse ne hu ye tantantan sa na tie. It's all about that. That means they are not getting enough grass, especially the ruminant. Okay? Now, nuts. We're talking about nuts in general. Yebano digestion food groups, near to me digest any from the top list. Proteins from animal source, whether fish, whether eggs, whether meat of all kinds. What we call, they are bioavailable. You understand? Bioavailable. You can check it and do your own research. Bioavailability. That is why when you eat rice and you eat it with chicken, the chicken will be taken up and the rice will be left. Because the chicken is bioavailable. The meat is bioavailable. The fish is bioavailable. It takes only 6 minutes to 7 minutes for raw eggs to be absorbed into the system. In Kosiamono, 7 minutes per onye deeper sisia, ubon Kosiana num sisia, within 7 minutes, when you're moja. Obiso ni moja sisia, ubon Kosia. Bodybuilders, they are aware. If you want to build your body, it's all about raw eggs. Yes, you movie, that movie, Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, Rambo, the movie, before about boxing, or about Kokono, only Apollo, no Kokono, then or Bonkusia, almost 6, and then that style is called the Rocky style. The Rocky style. You crack eggs and you drink. Right now, within 5, 6, 7 minutes, it has been absorbed. If you feel serious, because body the same thing. They don't even waste time. What they two on meat. Raw meat, they don't waste time. They don't chew. Because they understand the science. They understand the science. But what they do, and now they delay. They delay in chewing it. Because they understand the science. I don't have to go and teach an animal. Because they understand. The lower animals, they understand. They understand what I'm teaching. I don't have to argue with them. I don't have to tell them to go and do sand bathing. Because at the cheap page, I'm money in so area. They understand all. They understand that digestion, when it comes to proteins, it starts in the stomach. And then the juices, the gastric juices there, they are more stronger. They are stronger than the meat. Internet a bam. I fed my cat with raw meat and milk, and in no time, if you're they keep on producing and producing and producing. The same thing applies to people that eat proteins. And it's now back Costa, Omo fish pa in Cran 4, Fancy 4, Ubon say, population more. Population here more, Omo very fertile. All one on bell. Yeah, because many of tonight. Ubon say, Nema 50 years. Not Nema, Nane Banaso, Nane Banachiri Baso. It's like that. Because they have what? More omega-3 fatty acids. The more omega-3 fatty acids that you have, the more fertile you become. And the more happier you become. That is why the coastal people are very happy people. All coastal, from Benin to Togo, wherever there's coastal, Philippines, I'm not talking about only, like some tribe. Now I can say, hey, Kongo Wattu, we're talking about some tribe here, promoting tribal. No. Costa Bia, say Nigeria, say Cameroon, say Japan, say China, Costa Fonina, no Mutsubano, Ayabako. Ethiopia, they are very jovial people. I'm open, if anything, as some, I'm a jovial. Sanity, attempt the day, but they are teasing each other. I grew up with them. Your whole school, it's like that. Classmates, they be a teacher and back class repair. Then we start to crack jokes with the Gan family. Hey, omega-3 also. When you omega-3, you become mean person. Because it is omega-3 that made us Homo sapien. Without omega-3, we were Homo erectus. We should know that. Now, so the seafood is the first choice. Okay? Now, when it comes to vegetables, like I said, it doesn't digest at all. Enunti, udi salada, uja unaya, eya shop ta close to ubun se salad na egugum. Salad ni gum. Udi beans. Na ukuja unaya, eya shop ta close to mu. Ana se hwe baby uja unaya se rem kura kwa hwe, ubun se beans ni dem. It did not digest. Luckily, it was just mashed. But it didn't digest. So vegetables, their digestion in terms of percentage, like 15%. It's in the gobena udi na beans ni gari na udi na no. You just ate to fill your belly. Within 3 minutes, pen. Or come back there because it did not digest to give you that fuel. With a whole bowl. We're supposed to sustain you. Never won't call to enumerate. But end to me if I won't go enumerate. Won't me do once a day on gobe. Or come back there. Ube shaky. Adibetchen, Ubun say now popo. Ya boss serving now per breakfast. Because in red you know would and to me feed the mental plane. It's all about the mental plane. We eat for here, the brain. And then when we get the brain power, then the brain supplies to the constituencies. No be any hoarding. Unfortunately, any ignorance inti. Ubi sisia oko insuano. Oba ko chin nam no akwa ko ton nam no de akwa ko to banchi. Very sad. In driving picture be obi TikTok fufuo. Ena fufuo no ena we and I'm half panla edaso fresh panla edaso light soup no half edaso fufuo no so chain light soup no sorry fufuo no eso chain nam no. Imagine, and this is how village people been eating daily on a daily basis. Fufuo be ena enam tia ba ko edaso. Imagine. So that means carbohydrates, sugar, no, and more a chain than proteins. It is a nipa way a desire for so many years, 30 years. No, or that's a desire way. Imagine what will happen to that person. Onya collagen. Amama in a barber tiny. Nimfe, Neha, or Chan Honey, or Chanichiania, or Chanisiciania, and that young boys in I am right. So a man for a drobia, Omunia erection. A man for a drawer, Omuntumin Burguma. Yeah, Missy concussion answer. Or Barna Castle or Bappet, no, I started Missy, no, the channel. Or so a far lawyer, no, the channel. Ube piano sona without announcing now. Ubun say Ebasa. No, so I didn't know one friend. I don't know one friend. Oh, but I don't know one friend. You're supposed to call me before coming. Why you come? You didn't call me. Oh boy, on you ready. And you say be out between on your baby. I'm between you, but or banana between sorry, or baby, or I'm between your baby. But we just say ya pay. We try because on you ready, on prepared here. And this is what is happening. AK-47, on no AK-47 here. On no Keva show here. Ube tu, ube yese, Kodianko, Bedianko, and then a whole lot of bitters on bossy concussions in here. Ain't we jack. But naturally, you're supposed to be a lion, supposed to be ready at all times. So the foods that you are eating, the food groups now, we have what we call the apex. Listen, on the food pyramid now, the bread. Food pyramid, no. My base, carbohydrate. I'm so sorry, you have to do what? Eat carbohydrate. Cereals, bread, and this animal. Good. And then followed by fruit, vegetables. And then followed by, the proteins. The proteins, called top. And fat, they call top of the pyramid. The fat, butter, and this animal. They call on top of the pyramid. Now, you know what? I have accepted the food pyramid. I have a theory. Maintain the food pyramid, but do not eat according to. Abrofo, they are very smart. In fact, I'm very, very smart people, smart creatures. So I have food pyramid and one. I feel like I'm say, and you're born you. Yeah, I'm say it's a weapon I'm going to use against us. But I'm also make catch them and say, let's take advantage of the pyramid. Our duty is to move top because we are climbing a pyramid. And the quack of Fabi was wrong. On top of the pyramid. On top of a pyramid, there's something called a capstone, a gold. Unfortunately, Omoba attack Egypt, they stole that capstone. Now a gold, a pyramid and also. And then they supply electricity all over. So your duty as a human to reach your highest potential is to go to the top of the pyramid. Forget about the base, the carbs. Forget about the base. Forget about the veg. And then go to the top. Top, your milk and fats, butter, cheese and those things. Go to the top of the pyramid. And when you reach the top of the pyramid, now we would do according to that top of the pyramid. Ohonobe will say, yes, say no more that die. You reach your highest potential. Not just say you are now born again. Because that is where the truth will be revealed to you. Remember, the truth will be revealed to what? The babes and the suckling. Not just the babes and the sucklings. Yankasa to the professors, Yankasa to the PhD holders, to the babes and the suckling. They are the ones that will know the truth. Into akwala oda nufuso, but you're very sensitive. The BBI function proper. They know when a genius unbound chain. Beautiful, innocent. At the end of the year, Odipe will be rejected. The body will reject it. Omanu Koko will be fake. But parents don't pay attention. The more the children are suffering, the more we keep on pushing to them. We are called Bonnie. I call it Coco in a mama when I own in a den. I call it don't pay the money. If you are never now, the man, woman, Coco, Tom Brown, and I also say Macolano, and Untia, Chinkosiana from Macolano, Shakran, Jetana, Niancosia, soft boil. Ah, you can a busue yellow. Not from Macolano, Nasha say, Acolano, or berry jetiano. Aqualab, you know, berry jetty. I'll be a new berry jetty. Fresh milk from the cow, from Macolano. A 1 year old, not just a berry jetian, or be boarding in her. So that is how it is. So we have to reach the top of the pyramid and leave the base. Because your cow base is not too much. Because when do one, there's no way you are going to do what? Reach your human potential. You be do so, sir. And Omuni. With Elizabeth, Omuni and Omuni. Or Tankasa one name tree. The royals, they know. First, and now, 45 no more. British royals and China no more realize they say no. They have to change their way of eating with good hygiene in animal. I feel no 95 ninyama 99 95 echo. Sana is there. You evolve. Now, so when you come to the vegetables, the absorption is very less. So you eat the salad, it does not digest. You eat the so-called legumes and all those things, it doesn't digest properly. It's crave, energy crave now benya. Big bowl of beans now would dealing in energy crave and now benya. To mean this sardine can you know that. Sardine can. Sardine I in a womb. If you are sardine in Sampe, in Kotua Mesa, if you are no Marcasia, Mienu, won't mean this sardine, Mienu, oh yes, sardine fasting, won't mean Dimienu at a go. Identity. Because everything is absorbed, and the brain will tell you that I am satiated, I am satisfied. To be JD. Yes. So with 10 cedis, you can buy a sardine instead of going to buy a whole beans and gari for 30 Ghana cedis, including plantain and all those things. You can buy sardine and get yourself some few eggs and attach to it. It depends on your goal. So I say then we lose you know, a lot of carbs. Body they dump a lot of carbs, you know what I mean, from your system. Now sugar and bad down, and then now they sardine ultra sardine to say 3 days. One case you will clap for your own self. Sardine fasting, you can go as long as 30 days, but I'm just giving you 3 days. With high blood pressure and a baby from boom. Sugar no, a baby from sugar now. Doctor say, "Want me and treat it, but you should manage it." You know, sardine fasting will bring it down. Your sugar will come down straight up. Just imagine. Sika ina obe say, but ya no mo empene. Ito make actually say na munye. On make actually say na munye. Fishing yet, weighing yet, so that you come and buy the award supplement. Obie anyone no supplement there be never, because the body does not even recognize it. It's not real food. Food must not have that a lot of varieties. Obon say salad, nuts cardamom, then almond, Brazilian nuts, cashew nuts, a whole lot of things. So many vegetables, broccoli, then a whole lot. The body will get confused. The body will get confused. It's like teaching a child ABCD 1, 2, 3. Can say at a time at a go. Within 5 minutes, the child is going to be confused. This is what we are doing to our digestive system. So nutrition is very simple. When people are asking me, Kongo, then I made the Kongo yes, fish and the body will pick all. You'll be surprised. Transe, ne tuna transe, ne salmon transe, ne almond fresh fish, nashe, red fish. So we na color, you know, we steam, you know, or then china farm we steam, you know, no we didn't and I say ube grill. Your system will pick all. The next day, no bone say we skin our system. I want end the old die. They be now moja na ide. Yes, because the frequency must go up. I want the one naturally say you are closer to death. Because of war you then or ya war or sanso ye mame. Or the man come on board there no. Obo wo obo nkwa nwo yin yan onu aso ye mame but onu abete still nti no da o say na munkum na we nyunyu bi na be attack you. Yes, I open my windows and then I more attacking me because the frequency is high. When the frequency is high, sa breeze in the bar machia, it will not do you nothing. It will rather do what? Make you relax more and sleep better. But yenya obi ankyere ya ade enti no ye kwakoda na ya tutu windows ni na yesuro na away na your friend is saying na munkum be cheme a whole lot. Your mother e better na wache oba be shirawo ba oba no o frequency na low, so you could not handle because you decided to eat too much yin food. Too much food that creates cold. Fruit creates cold in the body. Bananas, they create cold. I'm not saying they are bad. you have to do what? Balance them. If you want to eat them, then you must make sure that you have heat also in your system from the animal source. Now, nuts. What comes closer to the fatty acids among the plant kingdom is nuts of all kinds, whether cashew or whether Brazilian nut, or today, like we are saying, groundnut. Actually, it is pea. It's a pea nut. Actually, it is part of the legume family. All right. Now, enkatie has a lot of benefit. It has fat. Bibia fat wo mu bia no eye my body. The reason why enkatie do ye kon no more no ena mba be ka kire mo. Say wadwene no elake essential fatty acids, which is omega-3 fatty acids, DHA, EPA, and ALA. These are the three omega-3s. There omega-3s. Imagine a word, omega-3s. You remember that? Alpha and omega. Omega-3. EPA, DHA, and ALA. I call it ALA. And DA and EPA. If you have them inside you, you will not crave for what? For nuts. The reason why vegans are more nuts pan. A yes system no and a catch rum say omu hian strade. Into system no catch rum say adwene no catch rum say omu hian strade. Ain't no because of dogma, because of stubbornness, because of ideologies in Niamantino, Uncle this radiano from the animal source, from the fish, from the marine kingdom, from the earth. Now I satisfy the brain for a longer time. Ain't no Obaka could do nuts. And a nuts no. This is how it is. They are omega-3 to omega-6 ratio no. And your balance. You have omega-6 and then you have omega-3s. Nuts no and the seeds no. That has oils no. They contain more omega-6 fatty acids than omega-3. And we don't need omega-6 much like that. We need omega-3 more. Omega-6 no also inflammation. And until I wouldn't cut here no, obisa wouldn't cut here penani fever aba. Odin cut here pe too much pe nani fever, nani nim I say pimples are banning nim this man. Yes, because the body is rejecting it. Listen carefully. I am not condemning granite, but I am telling you, sir, the reason why you crave for enkatiano, an inbuilt intelligence, which is telling you, sir, you are lacking fat in your brain. Because now adrenaline here, no, adrenaline up a fat, up a sradie, because the brain is 40 to 60% fat. Into brain nya sradie no to mean function on to mean fire e yes sradie na dey go engine mu e ma engine no to me e function yi car bia won engine oil wo ni pedua no wo engine oil no e essential fatty acids, which is omega-3, and on the fire up the mitochondria, the engine. It's called mitochondria within your cells. E fat no and a function and manufacturing yi. Ain't no inkatia no air ball nkoko. The craving of inkatia no and nuts no. You know, omo ni Ghana na omo ni Africa. Inkatia ya available more no. Obo so omo tawe Brazilian nuts ne cashew ni my friend say macadamia ne sani ma no. Omo tawe opa, because the body is trying to tell them that they are lacking fat, but they are not still getting it. And no obako talk we no abording different kinds of nuts. Aboarding. Ewa yanom shop no. Obakoto aboarding Kongo na esisi ho. Instead of obefa 10 cedis and now 50 cedis. No akọ empoano na akọ pe fish papa bi dia befie. Na aba bedi na wanya B12. Eye package. Wanya B12, wanya zinc, abema obema mu afranction ye. No wanya selenium, umore bibia befu fine, silica. Bibia choline, your eyes will be clear. Everything, skin collagen. Just say adie ba akono. Nya obenya wo mu no, it's a lot. You get all the 22 amino acids. Onkoto because of dogma. Entino. Obeko health shop, vegan shop. Na kwa je different nuts. Na baba wiegu ni mu no wenya inflammation. This is why veganism is a business, a multi-million business, and they make sure say you stay in that way, ignorant way. Untumin dia back home from the plant kingdom and survive. You need to add this, add that, add this, add that, a whole lot, and combine them together in order for you to even come closer to optimum health. Today you need to work harder. Into no more munisika no. This is celebrities no. Omo munisika no betumi boss nyama together no. Uhu omo pe bon say omo ye time. Especially we the African youth now. E buy na ye so mu work up no. Yeah, veganism you so mu work up no. Ya ye ni sika na ye better supplement but so me bia na ya no. Supplement, imagine 2001 there, in the year 2001, 1999, supplement, you know, it be a 300 Ghana. Now, I was offered once, it will move 30, into next son, Wakotobium. This is for rich people. They making life very tough. When you can live on a low budget, get your fish. Amane. Olonka herrings, I don't know any man cook man cook to Nkosia. Okoto, market at the Braka market, Bebre. Obet me see, I'm an eye powder. Now what they are pine. Nasha Hunam. Cheaper. And we go a long way. But you chose to go and buy nuts, which does not absorb into the bloodstream. You see that? So that's how it is. So what do you do? What's the way forward, Kongo Wattu? For us that love it. And one know it's simple. Remember, always have fish within your system. The fish more, not the butter more. And then few of the what they're craving for. Few of that nut. Ubo will say, that way you don't mind. Seriously, because I came from that era where, you know, we need our bananas and our granules. When we're vegan, bananas and granules, don't take it away from us. And one, but now I don't crave for it. But I don't say, like, I might not take it. So be any around. Then open a wall around. I will go for it. But I don't crave. It's craving is different. It's like someone who masturbates. Where every day, 1 year, na bibi 6 times daily, 5 times daily. And then it means you have become what? Addicted. So you can use the nut. But remember, if you are craving for the peanut or the groundnut, it It's a signal that shows that you are lacking essential fatty acids in your brain. The same way, if you are lacking love, you always crave for what? Sugar. If you lack for love, you crave for sugar because love is sweet. Don't it? Love is sweet. Odo eyede. Unya odo umen. When you crave for something that is sweeter to compensate you. That's why so many married couples are having what? Diabetes. One shall hold in bed. Or bar not or bear into one shall hold in bed. You always go for something sweet to do what? Calm you down. Because sugar is like that. It's a drug. Sugar is a drug. The more you eat, the more you feel satisfied for a period of time. At the chimpe, you are craving for more. I know what I said. Yeah, any issues, we have it. But this stop us, send a bear. Yeah, then uncle crave it. It's ye more fat. Now, am I home shock absorber? Am I a shock absorber? So, a 7-2 year and a 30 year. That moment na address ni ewie. Yen fan hye yemu. Onya to asem no de ba ye no boom. A shock absorber ntina akoma no slade wo ho. Na se wonni fat wa akoma no ho a. Bika krebi na oye masho. Na oye masho. Na o drain. Ina me yiri or train problem ina me yiri. They bia you are thinking about your wife. Oh yeah. By this time only way din komo. By this time a whole lot. You prepare your home for the we say for everything. You know, people can say what can. You prepare your home. So you need to be stronger. Eat more fat. And I want to talk about fat. We are not talking about obesity. We have mixed the two together. So today, we catch ourselves mundi fat. Doctor say fat in here. Doctor say sradia in here. Maninchire umwe. Doctor no say sradia in here. No maninchire umu say sradia be na oka wase. Because you were brown fat. Ya de wo ye ba ye. E wa kwala mu bebre. Enti na kwala won dia kwala no brown fat. And they are white fat. I friend of triglycerides. And no na ya no omo misdiagnose no. No omo dia question kosia. No me call ya say me cholesterol was ro. Ya say me sra there was ro or dada. You don't even have enough cholesterol. Nobody has enough. The range I was say you do no cry. Nobody has enough. We need 222. When we were having 222, we were clocking 100 and 200 years above. But right now, your cholesterol na drop down. And a triglycerides now, you are catching and no more na cause and no cause inflammation. And I'm want to mean down. A good cholesterol which is the HDL and LDL no. And no enedama wada. And nothing I call a bonufuso pen and wadano. Because nufuso no is rich in cholesterol. All your fat cells. And I can go me period name baby me period name back. A better now period number. Because who's those right there? If you are going ya dada into banchi na woody. Ya dada into a bro na woody. Ya dada into brodo into who's rosa obey this right there. Into a cotton in Chinamano crap was right there. No see him why one. A better now period number. A sladia na the period neighbor. Sladia na the period neighbor. All your cells, they are fat cells. Your hormones, they are all made from fat. Sperm, no, yes, This radio na hwe more na hwe say sperm no enye rich to say good oil, lubricant. And on a man who no buy ni shia say opia obon say eno an lubricate. Sradie rich, very smooth, sticky. Uko di esichire sperm no be den yiroro be yensuo untumi enhye nyinsem bia. And then vegans say what me DM bebre kwa 200 friend say over 200 messages. Vegans bebre Congo. I've been vegan for 3 years and now I can't impregnate. I've been vegan for bebre me see who vegan bia wa owo ye ansa na starting veganism. And I say it takes 7 years for all the essential fatty acids and B12 to leave your body. Into no yeah vegan maybe 2 years, 3 years, you know, share bar. Into no where because you still have it. But after 10 years, 15 years, you know, they are struggling. Because you cannot fool the body. And I be so yeah, what they share yeah, the new saying ebe share. Because most of the girls, the women, they are very wise. I know most of them. It's you know, oba could do know that about share. We know what to open. When we say oba, enya oba, you who be AJ. Tamana and what Hebrew no, or mu penny back on. Me body din, me can be, and I got to the body din, the firstborn din. On your bad tonight for 15 good years. She and see. And I me papa bakumbi, me oluma bakumbi, or your balis, or the amane, or the amane, a fry biane, and a fry in behind their roots, and or yamu together, and or the man. Say I'm from Gunu, a friend is a cocomu, and your cocono a baby, a amane no. And Chebia no Eden, when you say, you know, meaning the Yeren pa. I was there. Na edi omochino. We were hardcore vegans. We were even judging them. See, it makes you to become a self-righteous person. I'm out to me free New York back professors. Because I'm a good person. Almost person what they call restaurants. Indian restaurant to be what a friend is saying. If I was saying, Sunshine Bar, Ewosu. I'm going to make a no my almost chicken salad, no my John way, no more to no mudi, now Kongo Wattu meet the hall, no meaning I am Bobo, na met ho, now Miss Media Mary, salad and quan. My head dry, na met ho. Thinking that I am more holier than them. And so I'm going to employ you. Self-righteous into 95 bread. So you need that. Look at how fertility has dropped. Fertility are dropping. The sperm of a 20-year-old today is like that of a 70-year-old man in 1983. Can't you imagine that? Why? Because everybody is afraid of fat. Me say, who percent we are shit. Who percent we are shit. Now we need a clear. Now we have to throw. Me ma an experiment to do for yourself. Ko butcher ho. Nato nintrinam no. O se o pesrade no. Nia etare skin rechi no. Take one no. Ope aboa na wanyi no because aboa na wanyi no ono na ne boy den. Ope the srade no. Na je rates no. Dompe no. Asrade ne wom no. Rebai. Na je no kan. Na fa ye nkwan. Nkwane ni aye soko biala. Nedi daso nkwa for 3 days. Me ma forever. Ba wo de me ma 3 days pe na daso. Na obehu honam. Your pineal gland will thank you. Aye code scriptures na monti ase. O ko se extrade no pe. And then now fire all your no the goo a bonus no by a code. And or two in penny. pouring the libation. Once you are eating the fat, internally you are pouring libation. You are anointing yourself. What is sradiano? Oh, sradiano. Who bet me dry ice? Me say, who bet she show? When say, why yes she? What the ice block be good so minus 22 degrees. Now we dry. Now we dry. No this one boom. Now we dry. Now yes she more. Now when I'm bright more, you'll be surprised. What's your AC and so now one day? At 16 degrees. I wonder. Now you have become what? Fire. You have become the burning man. Now you can embrace your mother, the cold. She is righteous. But if you don't have this inner fire, you cannot embrace your mother. You can't embrace her. Every day you complain. When the father comes, if you're not here, when the cold comes, I want him in the door. When the if you're not, I want. This is what we've been doing every day. And you are surprised. Say, you are surprised. In Congo, me are grounding, me says, but man still on Kosuma. Me, yeah, only say one day thing. A cultivation of energy, accumulation. You can't say energy, energy heat, a light. It's accumulation of light, heat. And non a money pacoso. And then the baby jaw. Fire, more heat inside you. Ghana, I shit too much into Ghana, I'm lower. You call Rwanda, Honma, all there 16 degrees, 18 degrees in Ethiopia, 14 degrees. So Honma, oh yes, ha! I had the keke. Now I'm for 4 months here. Ubi a jacket, and Rwanda, Ubi a man for a jacket. Now I'm Michel Minika. Michel Minika, bring them home. The Nancy foam, assassin, I knew. Mama be saying, don't you get cold? Don't you get cold? You are strange. Don't you get? Say no. Airport. Aeroplane now and so now me heading. Mention Pabua. You don't get it because me muja. I know your shit. Finally see me so. But I will send me paper meaning from now on. You know what I mean? Finally see me so. It's a was a umuja, yeja, or was wrong. No, who didn't want it? Who didn't want it? Yeja, or was wrong? You didn't want it. And when it happens like that, then thy will be done on earth, the body. What did you know? And the will of the Father up there is to make sure that the earth is burning with fire. The burning bush. Our Father who art in the heavens, the clouds, the brain, hallowed is your name. It's a hallowed. It's the same thing up there. The sun. Thy kingdom come. And thy will be done on earth as it is here. Give us daily bread. The daily bread is wisdom. What do we say then? Tea bread. And I butter bread. And I want to say tea bread. Uko kumasi I don't want to do it. Hey, brodo. I want to do it, sir. And yeah, I can. Daily bread is daily wisdom. Give us this day our daily bread, our daily wisdom. Yeah, wisdom. And forgive us our trespasses, the mistakes. So when you go to the hospital, we have the EKG machine that checks your electricity, the electricity within you. The EKG machine. It's in a frequency. Ping, ping, almost a red line, and then we have the blue line, waves. Electricity and magnetism. The red line is electricity, and then the blue line is what? Magnetism. Fire and oxygen. Nina must work together. That shows that you are alive. Or take me and one doctor, the machine is off, doctor. Not just any pan we or you better bury then I revive you. They will take these two instruments near the cynical because this is what a vortex of electricity, the heart. It's the basic so bubu near man shock, trying to revive the electricity. And electricity, no, they are trying to revive. They are jumping start. I say, well, car, any battery. And I want the car battery, or the battery, no, and I say car, no, I could see who people so. 24 hours. O battery no so no, and yet that strong. And you know, the cold has brought the power of the battery down. The acidity within the battery is gone down. What do? You have to go and find somebody to jumpstart. Into car back one now, or stop no. Yeah, master, director, at the same yo, chairman, then me battery no, me car battery na go for more, sir. All right. Oh, we jump start. I now what they are now connecting it there. No. Now what they are then? What they are starting with engine. No. What they starting with engine and now they battery no. Boom, I connected. Now I jump start it. The same thing happens to the hospital. So once your energy, your frequency is gone down. The same words, energy, frequency, vibration, whatever, is the same thing. Once it's gone down, they have to jump start you. But sometimes you can jumpstart a battery severally and it will not wake up. Battery in here, Juma. Not just a battery, no. Will book and kasa. This is death. Death is the absence of electricity. Then what causes death? My answer, it is the absence of what? Electricity. Say, you can't be never bow. Nipa boni be shower no we just because of our time and I'm just like that to finish you in this world. You supposed to go on and on and on and on and on. You not live and die, but to continue because your cells, they don't die. The cells are forever ongoing. That's all. So long as you maintain your electricity, so long as your batteries are good, you keep on changing the battery water. Or battery no check amount. It's simple as that. So not when you eat not, few percentage is being absorbed, but not absorbable so higher than vegetables. That's why when you eat nuts, you feel so good. But in the end, the ratio doesn't match. The omega-6 and omega-3 doesn't match. Then you start to have what? Mucus. Once a whole lot. Until you do too much of the seed oils now, the omega-6 now, you will not be able to go under the sun. Once you go under the sun, you will say, now I'm a shell. Until we to make us a Congo, make me a sun bathroom. Say, me call you, also penam, because if we are no near pen, and you know, would you know, or omega-3, or stradiano, woodiano, and no pay. The sun loves omega-3, fat, heavy one. Woody no wako ewia so ubun say na wo shine. Na ewia no are converted through your kidneys what we call 25 hydrosol, a serious power. No are converted. Your vitamin D are free and then what we call exogenous way. A free and then your vitamin D3. I know. Asana ya one ye fear riem. You will D2, you will D3. It said diesel. And we are there no. Oma try say omo be creative. They couldn't. That is the only hormone now. Oma try say anka brofo no omo betimi aye na supplement. Omo ntumi. Anka omo tumi ya anka wari say ankra no. E we are no ma block no. Omo ntumi. Because that one is made by your kidneys. And then your kidney will give it to your what? Your liver. So you need sunlight. And until na Canada, nesa Europe, hono omo nya. Omo nya yare bi e friend then SAD. Seasonal BB disorder. Sometimes omo say blue, seasonal blues. Winter bar, now my dream boom. Omo nya vitamin D na BB yom, mood swings, bipolar. A whole lot. Obi to me for two no akọ school no akọ pum kwala nyina a lack of vitamin D. They don't have light in their brain. Mood swings. Also obi abuli no akọ kum kwala nyina go school. Obi abuli wa kwana ko chini pa ko no obuli wo na borre. You have to be a strong man. Obi buli wa bono. But coward, then they will take gun and spray everybody. Come on, 19. Yes, I'm 19 before no, and I hear the no. The power open a bullying. A lack of light. If you don't have vitamin D, you are always having anxiety. You are having depression. They be udem yes. Disco. Akwe bi a minimum in Ghana. Waji din pa Ghana. Also don't know why bipolar for hene. Almost any dem nyina disco. Radiation kwa. Negative EMF, non-native EMF, disco. Basa no mo peniama ye kania blend. They don't know how to face the real light. So always they're sleeping under the light, under fake light. The light is everything. The more vitamin D you have, the better your absorption of calcium and the amount of bones mu ye kese. You don't lose bone mass. Your skeleton, unyame no or ti umu no skeleton. Sama no. A sama ndo no na skeleton. A sama ndo no skeleton. Don't pay no e wo umu. Ya wa don't pay ya re no e dosun bone diseases plenty. Arabia, yes. Bone diseases. List of bone diseases. List of bone diseases. List of bone diseases. So many diseases. Gout. These are few of them. I read, you see. Common bone disease, where a common crown, osteoporosis, a condition where bones become weak and brittle due to a decrease in bone density. You understand? And it is all linked to the same vitamin D. Only vitamin D, you are going to have that issue. The lack of vitamin D creates what? Osteoporosis, bone density, ecofoam. Two vegans, it is here no bones or tofu penani ni bone then ebu fracture. And then osteoarthritis, a degenerative disease that causes damage to the cartilage in joints, leading to pain and stiffness. Osteoarthritis, a lot of people are suffering from that. And I can go my shoulder, and I'm to dream, and I'm sissy cartilage in the osteoarthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, a chronic inflammatory condition that can affect joints, including bones. Your Paget disease, a chronic condition that disrupts the body's ability to replace old bone tissue with new bone, causing abnormal bone growth and weakening. I've said this several times that our body uses something called remodeling. Remodeling, or say we new bone, old one will be replaced by the new one. And if you don't have enough calcium, you can't do what? Have new bones. And to have that, you must have vitamin D so that you can have new bones. So if you don't have enough vitamin D, either from the food and from the sun, imagine what you are doing to yourself. And you are not eating foods also that contains calcium. So just imagine. Now also baby nobody fruit and calcium be any. You are doing harm to yourself. Harm to yourself. And until now we will say nepa no or shrink it because say eduana would no calcium womb and you are getting enough vitamin D, you are not going to shrink. Unshrink it. What did you once a day for unshrink it? You are going to have a bone mass, bigger one. Sanity. But you can do anything. Anything. You can jump, do anything. You can see, I dance, I do everything, anything. And if you're a bear man, sanity. And then what then? Bone cancer and tumors that can originate in the bone or spread from other parts of the body. And then what? Osteomyelitis. A bacterial or fungal infection of the bone. Just easy. And then where they are common, will be any rickets. Bow-legged, ricket, a childhood disease caused by what? Vitamin D deficiency. Leading to bone softening and deformity. So much. Now America, they were having that issue so much. And the nurse one day brought, during summertime, brought the children outside at the balcony. And we are started to say airborne kwalano. Although there one cancer or like now dreaming or for treatment, just by intuitively brought the children outside. All of a sudden, the children that had sunlight, they started recovering. They saw that this is cheap and it's working. So you know what they did? We created him. Next in the hey, America, you don't know. The beer is free. They will never let it fly. Next in the what's saving Colano? Next in the crano, almost train up and down. And almost shashamra. And that time we, Mamma bank where we are so. That time we, Mamma bank where we are so. And what shashamra be brave. Osteomalacia. Or an osteomalacia, a condition in adults where bones become softened due to deficiency of vitamin D. This is in Palanwa, in paying for the ano, or when you intend to make us a ricket, into osteomalacia, the same thing, into lack of vitamin D. Now my bones now soften. Bones are now papa penny be none and nine eyes on wavy. na chia bone na eye soft no. Oh yo. And then we have osteogenesis imperfecta, a genetic disorder that causes bones to be brittle and just say is and then what the fibrous dysplasia. Just say a condition where abnormal bone growth occurs, sometimes leading to weakening. Is the same. Then we have spondylosis, and then there a CBB bones spondylosis. Now this is no disc na age. Now wa koshe collar. Say mota hu lawyer for bebre omo sa collar no. Doctors bebre you come office so omo collar. I say a doctor wa she collar. Not just say when you spondylosis no. Or any doctor no wa she collar. When you spondylosis, the spine in your be. These are the people you visit them. And then what scoliosis. And then what gout, a type of arthritis that can affect joints and bones, causing inflammation and pain. And so when there will be no gout, you say I'm not rare and no gout. But it is not so. Gout is a type of arthritis that can affect joints and bones, causing inflammation. It will be the next from penna, I say in a yape or gout or copper, say a number a costume, sir, and trop. There is a lot of that, a whole lot. Bone fracture, joint disease, metabolic bone, a whole lot. You find two chain. In I and trop. A young trop, and by this time in I and so a flat. A flat. And that idea, no pains under it. So, yeah, di no crane so no. Omo hwe yen. Enya about science. Enya about what they are saying. It's about us. Look at us and look at them. Yeah, you promote fresh milk. You promote brodo. You promote fresh milk, raw milk. Fresh, not pasteurized. So almost condemn milk. You see how wicked they are. Almost condemn milk. Almost milk. Say milk no. You are pasteurized. You are milk. You are the preservatives. You are fat. You are free. And then you are pasteurized, kill milk. I don't know more town workshops. It is a bit better na TV so. Now can milk asema. Or was so to me chile mu say you were raw milk. I free in direct. And no na ye ton. And say you were pasteurized milk and what chance in. You dey chile any colors, ninya stabilizers, ninya emulsifiers and they are one. They supposed to tell people about that. But omo can asem no try milk yet. And so everybody that will listen no I see my sister say milk in here. One which type of milk on can? Is it the canned one? Is it the paper milk? The one in your paper bag? Which one? You're supposed to explain. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Yeah, the milk is sample for your area. And I am promote brodo. So why even come on TV and come and say milk and bread? You don't do milk and bread. And yet, and who is talking about bread here? Why not take milk and address milk ye? Meanwhile, I only partner all condemn milk no. Why no milk sa fitting quite a brim. And an adrenaline etunya function. What done if you so animals and sana would mean nanti? Osa so be so with artificial milk no cry. So I was so chile ade say you were pasteurized. You were degree be a milk ne do a onua na do a. We come enzymes no. Because it has its own enzymes to digest it. Into a quarter change some milk now 2 ano now they see her for 3 days. Go bebem imwa bebem but oko gini entwe for now they see her for 3 days enye mwa. That is the difference. They don't explain things. They just condemn. They just pick the baby and the dirty water and the basin and then they throw everything away. Instead of bringing the baby home, throw the water and bring the basin home. Omo fa akwala no eni nsuofi no amo dware no angu eni pan ni nyina no ma to akwala no nyina ni pan no ni nsuofi no atwe. This is what they do. And because they have the crowd, because everybody knows them more, omo kasa pe na ye ma me no nyina ye den aye confused. Ye ma me mpanyimfo no ene papa mpanyimfo no ma ye confused. Hey, sisi akra yenye den. Sisi akra yenye den. We see yendi say. The war is on. Be wise. Wake up and be wise. Yeah, dear. Miaye chere say munna muhumu. And know that na to the 7th generation, they were never stupid. They were hunters. They were fishermen. They were never stupid until agriculture came. And then they started to eat this agro produce. And then they stopped rearing animals. First, we were having that in our backyard, bananas and plantains, which is okay for us. Which was okay for us. It was okay for us. My great grandfather was doing the same thing. Was doing the same thing, even though not a Presbyterian. No onion punch, onion punching, onion drying, onion crow turkey, and then cocoa. According to my mother. I feel so no we come odwan ama abusuan nyina no modi. That's it. Yen chem one every day say ye kumomo. No, we know. We go to the one that produces more in tentum in a year. The birds, the fowls. Because on our toast here within 21 days or better then and starting do not talk. So we go to that. And then the fishes. I feel do up. Yeah, then I fall drying back. Yeah, danas. Yeah, you so dry home and so. Yeah, they are tired. And I say, yeah, Tinaso, and I am because it grounds you. The wool, it grounds you. It has a frequency of 5,000 Armstrong. Linen has 100. Linen has what? 100. No, linen 500. Yeah? And cotton 100. Polyester 50. That's deaf. If you want to polyester no. Deaf. If there is a fire outbreak, now share polyester. See a journey top polyester. No, be tare skin no. Be white, but we share pure linen or pure cotton. We bet me offer a I could rescue Obi. So we give thanks and praises. So that's it. Give thanks every time. Now you know, granite or peanut, eat it in moderation. And also remember that the reason why you crave for it, actually you are lacking fat in your brain. The more fat you start to eat, you will see that your craving for granite lowers. It's simple. Anytime you are craving, you will have such desire to eat more nuts. I've been there before and I know what I'm talking about. Now I don't crave for it. I don't crave for it. 1 month me nyankati am cool. 3 months me cool. To say baby I may want me fat, more fat on top. But once I'm satisfied, I am good. And this goes out to our brothers and sisters who smoke a lot of weed. Once you smoke, remember, weed also has high amount of omega-6 and 9. And it's, and nanimojan tentem. Into a basa no to almost shipena na a train fat in every system. That's why you see most of the 99%, or status or ocean will lose weight. It's a bit train fat in every The essential, no. Into a tree fat if you move. What is the first thing that a Rasta man goes for? In Katia. And then to bear both fruits. Katia need to bear. A way the system is telling them that this is what they are lacking. But they mistake it. They think they have appetite. There be a lack of fat. The lack of fat, no. Now, why then? Why don't Katia? I need to bear now away with some chilled sobolo. Yeah, one is actually. The body is telling them something, but they are not getting it. Ain't you know? We used to read now. Did you correct? Perez Napa Binedi. Remember the Countryman movie? That movie, Countryman. Then I know the. Or she we are would be correct and I'm going. Cause we are now did it in our sap and this anya man. Sana or say we did. Sana or say we did. Then you have your omega-3 fatty acids. The beer obey beer no a warning. Then the side. It is a woman say a share no person wash now person obey idea. And I sure say obey the more sradie. Now they replace it. Yeah. We did not buy any fuel system. And yes, we need be free. And it's not most of the elders, no, rastas, no, amusha glasses. Because they don't have no vitamin A anymore. Weed burns vitamin A from your system. Like I said, a porter, your panya you used to know, the baby, amplify. Now we are abusing one. We also be good in the mass. We give thanks and praises. My name is Kongo Wattu. I love you all. We meet another day. One love. Bless.